Alright, so welcome back for some more Detention on the PC. Alright, so this is chapter 1 that we're going to be starting now, okay? And if you remember, we left off here in the auditorium in this very freaky setting, and way over here is hanging upside down by his feet, and I'm pretty sure he's dead. Yeah, so we can't do anything with him just yet, so let's get out of here. What's going on here? What a nightmare. Yeah, so it is pretty much like a nightmare. It's too dark to see anything. And I'm pretty sure this is locked as well. It's too dark to see anything. Yeah, I know. Bloody hell. So, we need to get a candle, which we'll get in a minute. Right here. Pick it up. I should take the candle with me. This should light the way. Yep. There we go. So now we can make our way around without being too shit scared of the dark. You know, like a little bitch. Although, to be fair, I wouldn't want to walk around this place in the dark either. I hope I can wake up from this nightmare. Yeah, me too. The door's locked, as you can see. So we need a key for that. So before we go out the door here, let's go in this room here. Actually, wait. First examine this. There's nothing here. Oh, I know this jacket. It belongs to Mr. Cow. Okay. Let's enter the room here and have a look-see. I used to admire the flag bearer. Thought it was the coolest job. Now I just want to get away from all this. The basket's filled with trash. Yep. Okay. So, anything else to examine? No. Alright, so we need to have a look in this vent shaft here. This is where we found the pendant that Ray was searching for. Okay. A dead mouse. No wonder it smells so bad in here. And there's the first collectible here, so pick it up. Add it to journal. Note, book club. A note for the conversation. Hey, I heard the teacher started a club for the students and are reading some prohibited books. Really? I thought the book club was just a place for studying. Okay. So, this was the last photo that we got, or collectible that we got in the previous chapter. Okay. So we have one so far. I'm not sure how many there are in this thing. I think there are like 10 collectibles in this chapter. I never really keep track of it. Fortune-telling poem. A fortune-telling poem from the temple. Turn the wheel with the laws of the universe to reveal the path ahead. Yeah, some of the spelling things here are, yeah, but bad. Wei said my necklace was found in here. Can't ask him about the details now. And why was I sleeping on the stage? On the stage. I'm clueless. I really got to work on my female voices here, you know. But yeah, I don't know if you saw that. It's found in here. Can't ask him about the... Yeah, can't ask him about the details now. Yeah, because he dead. That's the reason why. And why was I sleeping on the stage? Yeah. Okay, anyway. Let's get out of here. And let's exit here. So now we're outside. Look at this place. It is freaky, but I love it. This is the banyan tree. This is a grave over here. Let's have a look at this. Why is there a grave here? The engravings on the tombstone were all rubbed off. Is that all you have to say? The famous sacred tree of this mountain. It looks rather spooky at the moment. You know, I'll probably get sick of doing her voice and eventually just use my own normal voice. I don't know, we'll see. But I like doing the voices, it's fun. When was this built? A shrine? Worshipping a few deities. I don't recognize any of them other than the Earth God. Huh? What's that next to the incense burner? Item received, auditorium key. There's a note under the key. What's this? Alright, facing the lingard. Picked up at the shrine, it seems like a page from a children's book. Don't be scared when you see the lingard, just hold your breath and quietly walk away. So the lingard are the first enemies we get introduced to, okay? There are two types of enemies, okay? In chapter 1 here, there's the lingard. In chapter 2, there's the lantern specters, but we'll get to them, okay? So here, at the moment, we're going to be encountering the lingard, okay? They're like ghosts, and they're pretty weak, pretty easy to get past, and you know, not really much stress. They will freak you out the first time. I mean, they did me, but yeah. So this text right here tells you exactly how to get past them. Okay, we will encounter one pretty much right now. Okay, and I'll explain to you how to get past them when we do. So there it is. May the Earth God protect me. Yeah, I don't think that's happening. Okay. Alright, so let's go ahead over here. Now, I be very careful. Okay. As you can see, there's a lingard right there. It says right click to hold your breath. Now, I'm not entirely sure how close you can get without alerting them. I've never alerted this thing while I've been here. Okay. I don't know. You know, I've never died playing this game. So it's a bit touch and go, you could say. I don't really know what happens when you die, so I kind of want to test this out and see what happens, because when you alert them, they'll start chasing you, and you need to run away from them. Now, I do think that if you run far enough away from them, they will lose interest. But if they're still close to you, you need to enter like a room, and then you will be fine. Okay. But I'm going to take a bit of a risk here and see what happens. So this will be the first death that I have here, because I want to see how they kill you, and I want to see how the lantern specters kill you, because I've never seen them. I've never died playing this game, so let's just go. Let's just test the waters here. Okay. This is probably about as far as you can get. Okay. Okay, let's go. Man, that noise is freaky. Okay, so this is pretty cool. So if you do alert them by accident, you can just run over here to the shrine and it'll sort of stop here. That's pretty cool. I was wondering, like, what would happen if you just ran here and it kept attacking you? I want to look at that. This is pretty cool, but I want to see what happens when you die. So kill me. 3, 4. Okay, 4 hits. Interesting. And where do I wake up? Oh, this is new. This is really cool. I've never ever seen this, so this is a nice treat for me. I've never seen this before. This is really cool. I love how spooky this is. So I collect them all, scavenge from all the pain in the world. The road has collapsed and there is no way back. The river of life flows, souls perpetually sink and rise. The past is a walk in the mist. Don't let the fog blind your eyes. I love that quote. That's actually very, very cool. The young depart as the old follow, leaving us this empty world. I just got goosebumps. Nothing more to say. Now, she's actually a lady that you see at the end of the game. At the very end of the game. If you get the good ending, you'll see her walking down this place here. And I'll show you at the end of chapter 4, at the end of the game when we come up to it. But that's really cool. I'm so glad that I decided to do this. That I decided to die. You know. And let's go ahead and walk off screen. During the restless nights, their voices linger in your ears. An indistinguishable song of laughter and weeping. That was really cool. I'm so glad I saw that sequence. Okay, yep, just wanted to see if anything was different. Okay, so you can get about there, right click, and walk across. Now, you don't have to hold right click, just tap it, and then you'll be fine, okay? And you got about, I don't know, like 10 seconds before she starts losing her breath. And then just click it, right click again, and then you'll breathe, okay? That's how you get past these enemies. They're very easy to get past. When we encounter them a bit later on in this chapter, they'll sort of like flicker back and forth between positions, and they can get you. And you can't run past them either. So keep note, you cannot run past them. If you try to run past them, they will hit you constantly until you die. Okay? So yeah. Anyway, let's carry on. And I'm pretty sure you've gathered by now that there's no combat. Okay? Which makes a lot of sense. Okay, so we'll ignore way for now. And as you can see, this is locked. Okay, so bring up the inventory and drag and drop. There we go. This should be the right key. And there's a phone ringing. Let's have a look at this. This is the device to control the roll-up door. I'm not familiar with how it works. Might get hurt trying to operate it. Well, you don't need to because it's already open, so it's all boarded up. I want to have a look at all these things first before we go take that phone call. We move stuff in and out of this room during the school year a lot. Brings up bad memories. As you can see now, I've given up giving her a voice. Because, yeah, I don't know. Mr. Cow sleeps in here sometimes. I mean, it's still fun doing the voices, but I feel like I probably only do that with cutscenes. Well, sort of cutscenes, I don't know. But with, like, playing the game like this, I think I'm just going to use my normal voice. It's fine, whatever. Mr. Cow's room, what's on the door? It seems to have a bunch of Taoist talismans painted on it. Strange, it's not locked, but I can't open it. Yeah. An essay from my sophomore year. When's the last time they updated this bulletin? Yeah. I'm not familiar with, like, sophomore and stuff. I don't know what that is. My school didn't use that. Or my schools didn't use that. Alright, so this is a puzzle. This here is my favorite puzzle in the entire game. Okay? I love the symbols. I love everything about this. Okay? Now, we can't use this yet. Okay? We don't know how it works. So if you try and click on it, a strange combination lock. I can't open unless I know how to read these weird symbols. Yeah. So we need to figure out how to read these symbols first. Okay? We don't know what these mean, so we'll leave it for now. Okay? But we will come back here to get this gate open. For now, we need to go this way. Let's have a look at this. A lone daffodil must have been very hard for you. Though near graduation, little is known about our principal. It's almost like he comes to school wearing a mask. Yep. This, the sign for our principal's office. Who could be calling at a time like this? Perhaps I can get some help. Yep. So we need to go inside. Firstly, let's have a look at the stuff here. A bookshelf filled with books about history, leadership, and the war. If I remembered right, the principal is also a war veteran. From Mr. Cow, instructor Bai, to the principal, most of the staff seem to be related to the military. Are all schools like this? Probably not. From Mr. Cow. Yep, we read this already. Okay. And read this. This file cabinet, shouldn't it be locked up? A watch list for what? The folder's empty. Anything else? These documents. Makes me a little uncomfortable. Yeah. Okay, so this here, I'll talk about this in a minute. Let me just go ahead and pick up this phone. Just because it's driving me insane. What? Wei said he was gonna try to get a hold of the townspeople. Maybe they're calling back? Yeah, I know. Hello? I'm a student from Greenwood High. Someone here was found dead. Please send help. Hello? Can anyone hear me?
Fang, I am waiting for you in the counselor's office.
What? Who is this? What in the world is going on? Who was there? How do you know how do you know it was me? The counselor's office is on the 3rd floor. And that's pretty freaky. I really like that. But it doesn't happen again. You can't pick up the phone again. Shrimo painting. It's a scene from near the school. Okay. Okay, so this is an altar. This is an altar for praying. Save progress. Let's go ahead. You feel blessed. Okay, so this is how we save the game. Alright. Save the game at these altars. I mean, there'll be quite a few that you find throughout the thing, so you won't have to worry about finding save points. Now, I don't think I missed any... Is anyone taking care of them? Devils are dying, yep. Anything else said here? No? Okay. So, we can go up or... So we can go up. What does this say? Tower's talismans of protection are all over this wall. It's all boarded up. Yep. I can't see inside at all. Now, I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lingard around here somewhere. The sliding door is all wrapped in the sliding door is wrapped in barbed wire. I may be able to cut it with the right tool, so I need pliers for this. So remember that we need pliers for this. We'll come back to this a bit later. Died young, written on a paper. This is Wei's classroom, so let's go in. You're on your own now. Who wrote this? Yeah, that's what I'd like to know. This is Wei's seat. There are some writings on the desk. Strengthen thy wings, the sky's the limit. Okay, now remember this quote. We won't need to... It's not very important. We won't need this for any, like, puzzle coming up in the game. But this is important to the story. And as you can see, she doesn't say anything to remark this quote, okay? So just keep that in mind. And nothing else over here. Now, there should be a collectible, like a note, somewhere here. Announcement flyer handed out by instructor by. There we go. Added to journal, gambling is prohibited on campus. This is the school's ban on all acts associated with gambling. Whoever's caught gambling will be expelled. As you can see. So, keep note of this. This bowl and these 3 dice over here. This is important. We will need this, okay? Yep. Alright. And I don't see any other collectibles here. He seems like a pretty nice guy. That's terrible. I don't know what's terrible about being a nice guy. But, if you say so. You feeling alright, dude? Okay, let's carry on. Now, I don't think there was anything else to see out here. I was talking to Wei just now. What in the world happened to him? He died. Not sure of what though. Hidden here. This is the ladies' bathroom. This used to be where I could clear my head. Right now, however, it only gives me goosebumps. What's this? There are pliers in the sink. Item received, fence pliers. My head hurts, and I look like hell. How do I die like that? Am I in danger as well? White dear, please tell me this is all but a nightmare.
Forgotten, or just too afraid to remember.
Yeah, that's awesome. What? Who is that? I like doing the voices. It's so much fun. It's locked. Don't think anyone's inside. The door's all covered in stains. Is it mold? Most likely. This is pretty fucking disgusting, yeah. How'd it get so nasty? I don't know, but that's most likely shit all over the wall. That is revolting. A rotten smell coming from the inside. I don't want to open it. Yeah, me neither. Probably a body in there. That is completely disgusting. Darkish red stains in the sink. Something's jammed in the pipe. A die in a place like this? There we go. Item received, single die. Okay. So, we have one die and a pair of pliers. The stain reminds me of blood. I can't stand the sight of it, so stop looking at it. Okay. Now, I want to... So as you can see, you can hear there's a lingered. A pile of wood debris blocking the way. Seems to be broken parts of desks and chairs from the classroom. Be careful, because there it is. Which way are you going? I can't see her. I'm gonna wait here until she comes back so I can hold my breath. Can't see, my head's in the way. Okay, come on, let's go. And we're good. So, we need to go down here, but before we do, I just want to go up a level. Because there'll be a few places to enter. There's another lingered up here as well. Bloodstains. Wow. That's all I have to say about that. Just bloodstains, wow. Alright, let's go in this classroom here. Actually, those bloodstains give us a clue as to what to do in this room. And I think there's a collectible in here as well. No? Okay. Nothing? Okay, so let's go over to this desk over here. Only a single desk and chair sitting in the middle of the class. It evokes a sense of solitude. Huh? There are some engraved marks on the table. And they seem to be words and symbols, but they're too faint to read right now. Okay, so keep note of this. We will need to come back here. As you can see, if you look carefully, it's like lines, okay? If you remember that one gate, that with the puzzle with the padlock, this here is where we figure out how to read those symbols, okay? Not figure it out, but how to read the symbols. And as you can see, there's some stains over here, like there, and on the chair as well. We need to keep mind of that. Okay, so let's head out. And there's a lingered. Ooh, fuck. Shit. Bloody hell. Okay. Alright, let's not do that again. What you doing? Oh, shit. Ah, damn it. She just sort of stands there the whole time. Alright, I think we're fine. We could have actually just gone around that thing. Oh yeah, and there's... Yeah. Okay, whatever. Let's just go around. I don't want to deal with that lingard again. That was pretty terrifying. This never happened to me before, where I've... like, sort of been just chilling here and she's come at me like that. I must be that irresistible. Alright, so anyway, continuing from that. Sliding doors wrapped in barbed wire. Cut it with the right tool, so drag and drop the pliers here. Let me cut this. And we'll go through. Health center. There's a note over here. A note on the floor. Food offerings. Illustration food offerings. Fucking hell, I hate saying vowels. Picked up on the health center. Picked up on the health center corridor. Put down the offerings and reverse the lingard. Sorry, and revere the lingard. Then hold your breath and do not linger. So basically, that means, you put if you find a bowl of food, actually more particularly, more specifically, a bowl of rice. You put it down here, a lingard will eat it. Before it gets to you, hold your breath and you can walk past it. Okay? It'll get a lingard away from where it is, you know. So, I don't think there's anything else. Let's go through this door. The other door there is locked, so don't worry about it right now. Let's have a look at this. Several documents on the desk. Patient records. Diagnostic reports from the health center. How can students be injured so severely like this? Date, April 20th. Name, Huangming Chung. Age, 17. Gender, male. Conditions, right arm comminuted fracture. Left wrist bone fracture. Okay. Alright. And have a look at this. A Snellen chart for an eye examination. The light box can be lit if remembered correctly. Snellen or Schnellen? I don't know if that's German or not. Okay, flick on this light. Okay. And you can see there's a key over there. There's a shadow in the corner. Pull the board up. Yep. And grab the key inside. Medical supply storage key. That will open up the door that was to the right of us outside. Okay, nothing else to do, so let's get out. That sound, I still have no idea what that's about. After playing this game so many times, it's still a mystery to me. Okay. Pick up this. Don't leave this room without this. Food offering, okay? We need this. Food offerings for the dead. Hidden in the visual chart light box, the key to the medical supply storage room. Let's go ahead and save the game. Jum. You feel blessed. Cool. Alright. The door is locked from the other side. So actually... Light switch? No, okay. Can't use it. Nothing else to examine. Cool. Alright, let's get out. And when you come back out here, there's a lingard over here. Okay? Now, this thing will not move from this. She stays here the whole time. Alright, so just stand about here. And then drag and drop the offering. Now, as soon as you let go, and you drop this here, hold your breath immediately. Drop, hold breath, and walk past. It's easy. Storage room, medical supplies is locked. And the key, yep. Now, I gotta be quick here because that you know does run out pretty quickly. I don't want to take too long. All right. Emergency showers and eye wash station. Something's in the water bowl. Another die. 2 dice. There we go. So we have 2. We need 3. Okay. Has someone been here? The floor's wet. And this is actually pretty cool seeing this because I work with things like this. So It's quite cool that I'm seeing this now. Okay, let's have a look in this box here. A sharp smell coming from the metal box. This is paint thinner. We need this, okay? And only a few miscellaneous items. Was there nothing else to pick up here? No? Ooh, Blitzen, okay. Shit. Yeah, I wanted to see what happens if you walk out there, but she comes back. Well, I knew she came back in any case, but I just didn't realize that she would come back when you came out through this door particularly. Unlocking the door. I don't know why you have to announce that. Just go through. I can go through the door. Chipaz. So here we are. We're back here. Okay. That's all we need to collect. So we will go back through. We don't need to go back through this, so we'll just go here. Okay. This bloody lingered. Where are you? Don't you dare turn around while I walk past you. Good. Okay, I don't even... Oh, shit, yeah, I wasn't supposed to go through here. You know, let me just go around her. Okay. Let me... go back this way. Because I remember the... was over here. So, we got paint thinner. And if you remember... we can't go through there. So, we need to go back down to the first level. And there was... bloody lingered. Where is it? Please don't turn around, please don't turn around, please don't turn around, please don't turn around. Oh shit. The way they move is freaky. Okay, so here. This door right here. I can't open it because of the talisman. Okay, so it's just like... I don't know if it's blood or paint or whatever, but we can't get this off without a solution. So the solution is to drag and drop this paint thinner right here. This should be able to remove the talisman drawing. And there we go. Let's go ahead and go through. Cool. And let's have a look at these. Free calendar handed out by the township office. Every household has one. Why is there a knife stabbed in the table? Despite the rust, it still looks sharp. And we got a Stanley knife here. The table's a mess. Someone's stabbed it repeatedly with a knife. Did Mr. Cow do this? Now, oh yeah, by the way, I just want to say, that name, Cow, in Japanese, Kao means face, so it's just a bit strange to me. A country map. We have to memorize each province's name for geography class. Funny thing is, I'm not even familiar with our own little town. What's the point of knowing about places that are so distant? She's marked on the map. Is that Mr. Cow's hometown? Anything else? Yeah, so I wanted to... I'm just going to say something. She mentioned geography class there. I hated geography class in school. It's my worst, probably like my worst subject out of all my subjects. I hated it so much. Couldn't wait to drop it. And boy, when I was able to choose my subjects, I dropped that thing so hard. Free calendar. Oh yeah, we read this already. I dropped that fucking class so quickly. Poster of a famous celebrity. Is that it? You're not gonna say who it is? Nothing else? Cool, let's go through here. Alright. So there's a bowl over here. A chipped white ceramic bowl. Can't lift it up. Somehow it's stuck to the table. Stick, yeah, okay, whatever. There are scratching marks inside the bowl. Scratch marks? Guess the rumor of people gambling in school was not a rumor after all. Okay. So if I go out... Actually, I don't know why I did that. Bring up this. If we go... not that. Yep. You see here? So this is the bowl that's in front of us right now. And we need 3 dice to get this bowl loose. Okay? And we'll find the dice in here. Water buckets. Something's in there. Another die. There we go. 3 dice. Dark stains at the bottom of the bucket. That smell. And the swarming bugs. Better stop looking at it or I might throw up. Yeah. So let's examine this thing again. I have 3 dice now. Toss the dice. Yeah. So even if you tried this with the 2 dice, it wouldn't have worked, okay? And also, look, they turn into teeth. This is so cool. I thought that this was, like, a brilliant idea to have dice turn into teeth. It's so cool. Whoa, what's this? Teeth? I thought I was holding dice. These numbers, no way. I'm pretty sure those were dice when I threw them. Okay, dice, teeth. There we go. What happened? After throwing the dice into the bowl, they turned into teeth. Are the numbers supposed to mean something? Yeah. So, if you read them, 6, 2, and 3. Okay. We need those. You hear that? What's that sound? The bowl came loose. Ceramic bowl. There we go. Okay, now this next part of the game is really gruesome. The room smells like old alcohol and smoke. I'm suffocating. What the hell was that? I saw something, I swear I did. Interesting. Okay. Pick up this. A note on the bench. I don't think this was here before, I didn't see it here. Illustration, cutting throat. Found in Mr. Cow's room. The prophecy is revealed when a sacrifice is made with the blood of the innocent. And there's a demon over there cutting a child's throat, which is kind of fucked up. Yeah, it's really disturbing. Is very disturbing, I will say. Okay. So, we will come back to this in a few minutes. We will be able to come through here once we figured out... Sorry, once we do the next part. I'll show you what I mean. Where are you? No! Okay. I wanted to see what else was there, but it's fine. We need to go here in any case, okay? Look at it. Look at this shit. Okay? Look at this. Okay? I don't know why anybody would think to do this shit, but look at this. As you can see, bring the knife up, the camera pans up. Drag and drop. Look at this fuckery. Click and drag. Okay, it's not over yet. Drag and drop the bowl. The blood's draining into the bowl. Bowl of blood. Look here. You see that? That was really cool. I'm so sorry, I don't know what else to do. You know, you could have not slashed his neck. You know, that was an option. It's always an option. Okay, so... Yeah, we need to go back up to that 3rd floor where the desk was. Carefully go past. And we're fine. You know, these linged enemies are more of an irritation than they are an actual challenge. Alright, let's go up to the 3rd floor and into this room. As you can see, there's blood here. Like I said, it was a clue. Okay. Let's go ahead and examine this table and drag and drop the blood. As you can see, the mark becomes more prominent, the stain. The blood sank into the marks. What can I use to print out the engravings? So, drag and drop the notebook. There you go. Making a print with the notebook. And there you go, blood print. So, blood print. Printed from the classroom desk. Written the symbols and numbers from I Ching, or the Book of Changes. An ancient Chinese divination text, a microcosm of the universe, and a symbolic description of the processes of change. Now this is pretty cool. Like these numbers. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. We need that. And now we can go back to that room. Sorry, that gate. And we gotta go past this bitch again. Just taking it very... Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna go through here. I don't want to deal with her anymore. These linged enemies. Alright, let's go through the door. And I am at the wrong place. Oh my sack. You know, the layout of the school is still very confusing for me. Okay. Nothing we can do about this but to just face our destiny. And the tree's gonna block her now, so I'm able to see her. Damn it! Okay. Alright. Let's go ahead to this gate over here and complete this puzzle here. Alright. So, now we know how to change this, okay? So, if you remember, it was, where is it now? It was in clues 6, 2, and 3. So if you look here, the corresponding symbols, 6, 2, 3. 6, 2, 3. There we go. Click sound from the lock. And let's go through. As you can see, we can't go through here because it's blocked off. This is actually where we were last time. Where we came through here. And we were stopped. On the 2nd floor. So we need to go up to here now. Doors boarded up, can't get in. Yeah. Before we go there. Just want to walk across here. A dim red glow emanates from the classroom. Anything else said over here? Nope. Cool. Wood debris hinders my sight. Is that what it said? Yeah. That sounds like a really cool, like, lyric from like a deathcore song. It's actually quite funny that I'm thinking about that because I just love those types of jokes. What does it say? The class's schedule has no use to me at the moment. Okay, excuse me. And yeah, so we've been there. What's in here? Anything in here? Nope. This is... I think this is just a room to save. Yeah, I don't think there's anything in here besides this altar. So let's go ahead and save. Okay. And let's go through this thing right here. So there's a long corridor right here. I don't think there's anything to examine along here. Besides this counselor's office. Wait, that's his consular's office. Okay then. Anything on the floor? No, just rubbish. Okay. Okay, so we need to go into the counselor's office quickly. It's locked. Okay. So it's locked, and then this thing, there's a monster over here. Now, just run, okay? Don't worry about anything. This corridor has now become very long. This thing will kill you in one hit, alright? So don't worry about examining anything. You can't examine anything. Nothing to examine. There's nothing... that door is locked. You can't go through this. So just ignore it. Run all the way to this door right here. If I can just get to it. Click on it and get through it. Kind of a close call there. Amitabha Buddha, Amitabha Buddha, Amitabha Buddha. Someone wrote Buddha's name all over the wall. Yep. The door disappeared. I'm surrounded by walls. Counseling record. Age 17. Mother is a housewife. Negative troubled attitude. Constant tardiness. Gradually improving. Require follow-up. Encourage leisure activities such as reading. Signed by faculty members. Counselor Chang Ming-hui. Homeroom teacher Yin Sui-han. JROTC officer Bai Guofeng. And principal Shin Yin. Okay. Now, the only people you really need to give a shit about here are Chang and Yin. Okay. Because if you remember, Miss Yin was from the beginning of the game. And we haven't heard mention of this guy just yet. But keep note of the counselor, Mr. Chang. Okay. Alright, so we're now in Ray's bedroom. My bed. I sleep much better on my own bed. In my own bed. It's quite foggy outside. I can barely see the roads. Someone cleaned the desk up for me. Probably Mom. I feel like there's no privacy in this house. Let's examine this mirror. They say I should enjoy my youth, but I find it difficult. What happens after graduation? Where should I go? Will I end up like Mom? Stop worrying so much, Ray. Life moves on regardless. Be hopeful. At least this weekend's gonna be. Okay. Yeah. Okay, now... I think this is the last note for this chapter, which will be in this bin over here. What? Mom's throwing my stuff away without telling me. Old photograph in trash. Photograph found in trash. A quote is written on it. Remember, hope is a good thing, maybe the best of things, and no good thing ever dies. I really like that quote. That's a very good quote. I hate it when she does this. They're fighting again. Feeling a bit sleepy now. Should go back to bed. And I'll never get used to this. Yeah, it's never easy. People often say not to look into a mirror at night. Why? A well-built closet. It was part of Mom's dowry. Okay. Alright. Okay, so this will be the end of the chapter now. I just want to have a look at the things. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No. Okay, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Cool. So we got all 10 collectibles for this chapter. So let's go ahead and go back to bed. Go to bed? Yes. If a paper plane could whisk my dreams away from here, where could I wake up and find myself in a foreign land? Sorry, where I could wake up and find myself in a foreign land. To start a new life as a stranger to all. How wonderful that would be. Alright, so this is the start of chapter 2. My thoughts on chapter 1 is pretty good, you know. Chapter 1 and 2 are the ones that have the most like action in them, most horror. But I think in terms of my favorites, I think chapter 3 is my favorite. Just because that's so like deep in the story. You know, that's definitely my favorite chapter of this entire game. But I'll leave it here, guys, and we'll pick up next time for chapter 2. I'm out.